is a way to say where and how can I love? Can I be in love so that I can live? So that I can live with some degree of peace, you know? And I guess every picture we've ever done has been in a way to try to find some kind of philosophy for the characters in the film.
What do we think of when we think of modern American independent cinema? Low budget? Character-driven? Naturalistic dialogue? Made by quote-unquote auteurs? You know, from filmmakers like Noah Baumbach, Jim Jarmusch, Kelly Reichardt, and Steve McQueen. While all these fall under the category, where did the modern independent film start? Well, one can make the argument that it all started with Cassavetes and Shadows have been listed as major influences to the most influential filmmakers in the past 50 years, such as Jarmusch, Woody Allen, Linklater.
When young, we mourn for one woman. As we grow old, for women in general.
And Scorsese.
Now, Kane, I would watch and study over and over again. Shadows didn't have to watch anymore. Saw it once. Well, the impact was so strong, it had such a sense of truth and reality to it. Well, reality, you can't say reality. Reality is what is. You put a camera in the room, it's not reality anymore. And even, what is it? Reality in the first place. But it had a sense of truth between the characters and honesty.
As much in the moment as it is of the moment, Cassavetes' film certainly holds interest to contemporary eyes as a time capsule of beat culture, of 50s New York, of a restive art form on the brink of revolution. But Shadows isn't just a historical curio or academic footnote. The surprise is that it still surprises. Here's a movie about, among other things, being young, being in love, being black in America, and it never once feels didactic or strained. The emotions it captures remain true and poignant. Scaling down movie making to a skeleton crew in sheer conviction, Cassavetes captured a live current on film with Shadows. It still emits a charge after half a century. A movie insistently set in the present tense and yet somehow timeless. Take the following scene for example, when Tony finds out Layla is actually African American.
Where are you going?
Oh, my appointment.
You didn't tell me about an appointment earlier.
I just remembered about it just a couple minutes ago.
Honey, I love you. Does that mean anything?
Look, we'll have lunch tomorrow, okay? After lunch, we'll go to a movie or something like that, and maybe have some drinks. Linda. Look. I don't want to fight with you. I don't want to argue with you. What's the matter? I want you to go. What? I don't want you to hurt my sister. I don't want to hurt your sister. Look. Maybe I can make you understand what I want. No, I don't want to hurt you. Look, I want you to go. Why? I don't understand that. Look, I want you to go. I mean, it's as simple as that. I don't want you around. Do you want to have dinner with us tomorrow night? I don't want nothing. I'll take you and Roop to dinner. All of us will go. Look, I can't make it clear to you. I don't want you around hurting my sister. I don't want you to hurt anything of mine. Now go. Just get out. You're telling me to get out. Get out, man. What do you want me to do now? Just get out. Remember, you told me to get out. Look. Would you leave? Will you leave before I do something I don't want to do right now? You just get out of here. Go ahead. But you remember you told me to get out of here. Will you get out of the house?
It's not overbearingly shoving Tony's racism in our faces, even though it's completely obvious. Subtlety is the name of the game in this film, and Cassavetes does a great job of making the audience feel like they're watching something that actually really happened, or as Scorsese said earlier, portraying the truth. Despite the intrusion of racism into the scenario, Shadows never belabors the political. It's more interested in capturing life as it's lived than delivering a message. The movie has a loose-limbed vitality. Long stretches are devoted to watching characters simply hang out and shoot the breeze. When Cassavetes and crew go out into the streets, the same spontaneity holds, with the guerrilla production offering a privileged glimpse of a living, breathing 50s Manhattan. Cassavetes might have eschewed the meditating comfort of a plot for a closer look at the pedestrian, but his vision of life was far from mundane. Sounds like most of the independent films we see today, doesn't it?
So that's why I have a need to for the characters to really analyze love, discuss it, kill it, destroy it, hurt each other, do all that stuff in that war, in that word polemic and picture polemic of what life is. And the rest of the stuff really doesn't interest me. You know, it may interest other people, but I have one-track mind. That's all I'm interested in.